Welcome to Opinion Journal. I'm Mary Kissel. American high schoolers are falling farther in international rankings, according to numbers just released by the Program for International Student Assessment. What is going so wrong? I've got Political Diary editor and Fox News contributor Jason Riley here to explain. Jason, terrible scores, 25th to 31st in math.
Yeah.
What is going so wrong in our high schools?
Not just math, 21st in science, 17th in reading. We're a knowledge-based economy, and our kids aren't very knowledgeable. It's very troublesome, Mary.
So, is money the answer? What is the problem here?
Well, it's interesting listening to the teachers' unions respond to these test scores, and one of them is that money is the answer. But we're fifth in spending per student among the kids who took this test from various countries. Yet countries that spend far less than we do, like Korea, like the Slovakians, outperformed us. So I'm not so sure that money is the problem, or even poverty. Our highest earning kids, the kids from the wealthiest families, did not score as well as their counterparts from other countries. So I'm not so sure it's money or poverty.
What about standards, Jason? There's something called Common Core, a set of hopefully national standards. Yeah. Is that the answer?
Well, some would argue there's been a big debate over the Common Core standards here, but the fact of the matter is that some of the countries that outperformed us have national standards, and some that outperformed us don't have them. So I don't know if that's the linchpin either, although I suspect that pro-Common Core people will try and use this result to argue for their case.
What about the quality of teachers?
That matters a lot, Mary. I mean, that's always mattered a lot. So does school choice. And I think if we're looking at a way to improve the situation, what we know from experience is that when parents can send their children to the school they think best fits their family's needs, the kids tend to perform. So my one takeaway from this is to focus on giving people more education choices in this country.
Are teachers' unions coming around to that realization, Jason? Are they playing a constructive role supporting choice, supporting better teachers?
I think they're still playing games. I think that they still think that this is a system that exists to employ adults before it exists to educate children, and they continue to put the adults in the system ahead of the kids. We know that from the evaluations that they fight. We know that from the teacher tenure rules that they put in place. We know that from the seniority rules that they put in place. They don't want teachers let go based on their ability. They want them let go based on how long they've been on the job. None of those things are in the interest of children, so they can only be defended if your primary concern are the teachers.
Jason, we've had waves of declinism, this idea that America is falling behind. First it's Japan, now maybe it's China. Could we be overblowing these results? Is this okay for us to place 31st in math?
It's not okay. I mean, there are critics of these international comparisons, and they make some legitimate points. We have a very diverse population in this country. To compare us to a Finland or a Sweden, a country which is much more homogenous, isn't entirely fair. So there are some legitimate criticisms of these international comparisons. But Mary, we have had flat test scores in math, science, and reading for 30 years in this country. Clearly something is wrong. We can't dismiss scores like this out of hand.
Flat test scores for 30 years. Political Diary editor, Fox News contributor Jason Riley. Thank you very much.